Welcome to Bonnyrigg Rose TV and welcome to New Douglas Park where Bonnyrigg Rose face Clyde. It's a massive battle at the bottom of League 2 with just 3 points separating the two sides, with Clyde in 8th and Rose in 9th. Rose were unlucky to draw against Stirling Albion last week. 2 changes are made to the team, with Mark Ferry and Kieran Somerville coming in for Callum Connolly and Bradley Barrett. And we're underway at New Douglas Park. Lee Curry taking the kick-off for Bonnyrigg Rose. To great effect. Now Murray Aiken on the ball. Spins away from his marker, goes for a goal, and that one's just wide from Murray Aiken. And that's well received by the travelling support. Hibs O'Reilly's looked impressive since coming to the club a few weeks ago. Now the ball with Dockett, he's dispossessed by Aitken, still sent in, chance for Taylor Sutherland. Looks to shape it to Murdoch, could fall for Martin Rennie though. Rennie, blocked by Lennon, who gets out the second time of asking. There's a long drive from Darren Lyon, that one's wide of McNeil's goal. And Clyde showing their teeth early on. 5 minutes in and a bright start from both sides. Forward by Leach, Sutherland running onto it. Up against Martin Uke, beats him for pace. Looks for the cutback and nobody home. Lyon running onto it though. He's lining it up, deflection on the way through, and it's turned home. And Martin Rennie does it again against Bonnyrigg Rose this season. The cutback falls to Lyon, he was lining that one up. Takes a nick, I think, off of Aiken on its way through, and it falls kindly for Martin Rennie to tuck past McNeil. Somerville loses that duel with Leach. Now Rose having to scramble to get back here. Sutherland lays it on a plate, and it's a big save from McNeil. It's Dom Dockett who gets the shot off. It's good work from Sutherland again on the left. It's another corner for Clyde. Rennie's over this one. Goes for a goal, and what a save from McNeil to get across to that one. What a hit from Rennie to match it. Clearly high in confidence with some of the chances he's been taking on. Lee Curry over this one, he's got Kerry hung up for it. Looks to go for a goal, takes a big deflection that has the keeper scrambling. Almost for Bonnyrigg Rose, that'll be a corner. But Kennedy was really scrambling across, it took a wicked deflection. I think it struck someone in the wall in the face. Saw Ferry ahead of him, looked to make the pass. He does get a bit of fortune there. Here comes Aiken. Got Watson to his left. Here's Watson. Kennedy pushes it out at his near post. Aiken does well in the middle of the park, finds Watson. And he forces Kennedy to come across to make the save low to his near post. Slipping on the surface, but does well to find a marker there, Taylor Sutherland. And that's the end of the first half here. Clyde go into the break with the lead. And the referee's whistle gets the action back underway here for the second half. Martin Rennie already had a goal from this range and forced a good save out of McNeil. And he forced another big save out of the Rose goalkeeper. Flies across to his right to push away the long range free kick. Still with Rennie, who swings it in towards Dunicky. Clipped up by Murdoch towards Sutherland, and he can't get a hold of that ball, and that could have been a real chance for Clyde to double the lead. Martin Rennie again going close from similar distance. Lennon goes back to McNeil. Porteous through for Angus Mailer, down he goes. And it's a penalty for Bonnyrigg Rose. It's a late tackle from Ross Lyon to bring down Angus Mailer. Played in a more advanced role today, gets forward, he's brought down. And it's a real chance for Rose to get back in the game just after the hour mark. Neil Marthuke has done it already from the spot against Clyde this season. That was at New Dundas Park and that was against Robbie Hemfrey. And he slots it into the bottom left corner. Different keeper, same result for the Rose number 3. And Bonnyrigg Rose are back level on 63 minutes. Rennie does well to shift away from Curry, even better to pick out Scott Williamson. And that one hits the side netting. Last touch coming off of Kerry Young. That's going to be a Clyde corner. It was great play from Rennie in the middle of the park. Shifts past Curry, picks out the pass, finds Doherty, back with Robson. Shifts away from Watson, gets the cross in. And then it's headed in. Scott Williamson heads Clyde back in front. 15 to play. Robson does ever so well to pick the cross out. Williamson does even better to get that header past McNeil in the Rose goal. Cross sent in with pace. Comes to Robson at the back post. Already got an assist. And he doesn't get on the score sheet just there. Kennedy again down well to his near post. McNeil, I should say, down well to his near post. Pushes that one away. The 90 minutes played now. We're into stoppage time. Not much stoppages to report at New Douglas Park. Williamson for Rennie over the top. Can that be it? And that will be it. Darren Hines on off the bench to slot it past McNeil. It's a brilliant ball over the top. And the Billy Wee have sealed all 3 points. And that's over here at New Douglas Park. Martin Rennie gave Clyde the lead early on in the first half. Neil Martinuk equalised for Bonnyrigg Rose from the spot. His second goal against Clyde of the season. Scott Williamson, the impact sub for the Billy Wee, comes off the bench, put them 2-1 up with just over 10 minutes to play. And another impact sub from the bench, Darren Hines, grabbed the goal to seal all 3 points right at the end. Jonny, tough result today. How did you assess that one?
I thought we started the game okay to play the first 5 minutes. Marked a decent effort, I think pretty much straight from kick-off. But felt we kind of let them back in the game by overplaying and causing their own problems, and gave them a bit of incentive to get higher up the park, and the pressure was quite high. And to be honest, Clyde took control of it from probably then on in for the remainder of the first half. Second half, I thought we started again pretty well. Obviously get back in the game with the penalty, and I don't think there's much in the game, to be fair. It's pretty easy-peasy, and I didn't think anyone's really had much control or created many chances. And unfortunately we lose a bad goal. I think we need to be set up better from the front, and then obviously when the cross comes in the box, defend our box from there. The third goal, we're kind of pushing bodies forward, and it's kind of looks offside to me, but I need to look back. But yeah, disappointing not to get anything out of the game, but we can't feel sorry for ourselves. We need to pick ourselves up and go again next week.
It's not an unfamiliar position for the club to be in at this stage of a season. How important is it for everybody to stick together like we have done the last few seasons?
Absolutely. I've just said that to them there, and we've been in this position probably the last 2 seasons now. Some of the boys have been through it and know what's expected and what's required. Younger lads, or maybe the boys on their own, need to probably give us that bit freshness, because it's tough when you're in this position again. No one likes being in here. It's mentally and physically exhausting. So yeah, as you said, we'll stick together and we'll pull through it.
Cheers, Jonny.
Thanks, cheers.